Antonio Brown wasn't here. Up there, reason why?
No, he's not here today. Hopefully we'll see him here in the next couple days. He's been working extremely hard, learning our offense, and really excited to get him out here. But in the meantime, we have plenty of balls to throw and plenty of receivers to throw to.
What's your thoughts on Keelan Doss real quick? I know you had a chance to see him at team mini camp and again today.
Yeah, we coached Doss in the Senior Bowl and really liked him. I think he's smart. He's athletic and he's got size, and I think he's going to be able to compete on special teams as well. Plus, he's from Alameda, so we had to get Doss. But he's doing extremely well, and I think Edgar Bennett, our receiver coach, would tell you the same thing. He's going to get a great opportunity to take advantage of all these reps prior to the regular season.
From year in year two of the quarterback, put in the offense in the second year, how different is it? Are you starting from the beginning again, or is it more that you sort of build on what you guys did last year with Derek? And
Derek did a lot of good things. We're trying to obviously work on a couple things we think that he can get better at. We've also tried to improve his supporting cast at every level. Try to improve our defense. Hopefully we get the ball to him more often in better field position. We've added some receivers. We've added a running back. We've added a couple linemen. So hopefully a lot of these things will show up, and he'll be a great quarterback, which I know he will be.
You've got receivers who can stretch the field this year. Some of the guys, you know, Tyrell and Antonio is a good deep receiver. What does that do for an offense when you can have the vertical threat, and then how does that open things up maybe for everyone else too?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of football today is run pass options where you stretch the team laterally. You're running bubble screens and fly sweeps, but you also got to stretch them vertically. And if you can stretch the field vertically and horizontally, you become a much more difficult offense to defend, and that's a goal that we have had here as we put together our team.
Colt Miller looks healthy coming into his second year. Your thoughts on him out there?
Yeah, we think Colt Miller is going to be one of the best at left tackle in football. He's not only healthy, he's in great shape. He's gotten a lot stronger. He's added some weight, some muscle, and he's still a real flexible athlete that can run and change directions. And being in the second year of the system, I expect a lot of good things. We still have to solve the left guard, and that'll be a big part of his development as well.
What does it say about just his heart, his effort, just battling through that injury all last season, still starting in all 16 games? You have to like that as a coach.
Yeah, I really do like it. He's a team guy and a quiet leader on this team, and one of the toughest guys that we have, and we're proud of him.
Derek Carr has a number of new wide receivers. Pretty much everyone is new. What's the importance of OTAs and really just the coming months to build chemistry, build rapport with those guys?
It's time spent. The time spent, value received is something I always say. You know, you got to spend time with people in the meeting room, on the practice field, and you need game time together to really be great. So I think the more time we can spend together, the better.
Coach, you guys brought Doug back. How big was that?
Doug Martin?
Yep.
Yeah, it's big. He's a good player. You know, he led us in rushing. He's a good receiver. He can pick up blitzes, and he's really a hell of a guy. I think Doug will be a great mentor for Josh Jacobs, and Jacobs is in a good place here with Jalen Richard, DeAndre Washington, and Doug Martin to help him along.
With Brown, one of the things that when he first got here, one of the things that he promised was to bring sort of accountability to the receiver. Is it concerning at all that he wasn't out here for today?
No, I wouldn't read much into this, but I'm sure people will.
Jacobs, I think, went through lots of stretch. Is he okay?
We've got a lot of guys that are on different programs right now. We're not playing for a while. Jacobs will be back, if not late this week, early next week. He's taking part in the walkthroughs. We're fast tracking him to be ready. As you see, Burfict and Brandon Marshall are on a different program, and so is Antonio right now. But we'll come together as a team here shortly.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about Eddie Vanderdoes, where he's at with you?
Yeah, he's one of the guys I'm most excited to see. You know, Justin Ellis missed most of last season. So did Eddie. Missed all of last season. Those are two big bodies that we need. And you know, Vanderdoes has surprising athleticism for a big guy, and he's got position versatility. This is a big spring for him to get his confidence back, get his playing style. back and prove to everybody he's what we think he is.
Coach, there was such a huge emphasis throughout the draft and offseason on character of players that you're bringing in. Now that the physical part is also coming into play, how do you see those dynamics coming together in this team?
Well, there's always an emphasis on character. I mean, you know, we're always trying to find great guys. Isn't everybody?
Do you feel everyone's starting to mesh and the veterans really taking on those leadership roles? With this
Yeah, I
group?
think so. I think just finding a common thread, a common will to prepare, will to compete, guys that are accountable to one another, that love football. I think that's really what we were looking for, guys that would come out here and play in the street for nothing, guys that love to play football, and I think our Raider fans will sense that pretty quick.
Jon, your early impressions of Cleveland now that he's been in your building for a little bit?
Cleveland's good. He's a 4-3 defensive end. We needed a defensive end, obviously, to play on first down, not just third down. I know we need to address the sacks, but we need to stop the run to have a chance to rush the passer. We didn't do a good enough job of that either. We got to get our pass rushers some at-bats. And to do that, we got to reject the running game. We got to get them in 2nd and 10, 3rd and 8, and 3rd and 9. And we think Farrell has the credentials to be every down defensive end and also be a guy that we can build our defensive line around.
How have you seen Darren Waller kind of embrace his new role here?
I think he's been really good. Since the time he's walked in here, he's been one of the most impressive guys on our team. He learns fast. He is fast. He's extremely talented. And I think he's going to be one of the best kept secrets in the league. I really believe he's got a bright future if he keeps working like he is.
Jon, how much have you seen of Ronald Ollie? I know it's early, but just your thoughts on
Yeah,
his
just at
backstory?
the rookie mini camp, he's got a pretty interesting background. Might be a fun story to do on him. But he played good at Nicholls State. He can rush the passer. He has a good energy about him. He's light on his feet, and he stood out and deserves an opportunity to make this team.
Talked about Colton's development physically in the offseason. How has Arden Key's development been in terms of getting stronger and faster?
You know, Arden is all our second-year players, I think, have been impressive, the way that they've worked. We'd like to see Arden, you know, be 260 pounds someday, 257 pounds someday. And he's working toward that. A.J. Nibel and our strength staff have done an excellent job. He's got to get stronger to be more complete. And I think it's going to take a little time, but he is working at it, and I got a lot of respect for that.
Are there particular areas where you're looking for strides from Derek here early in the second sort of year as in the offense?
I think I'm not going to critique Derek Carr in the media. I think he's pretty well respected as one of the best arm talents in football. I think he's a lot more athletic than people think. I think if we can get some continuity here in this building with the system and with the supporting cast, and we can improve the defense, I think he can be one of the best in football. So I'm going to hold him to that standard, and I think that's what he wants.
He seems to be a pretty conscientious effort to acclimate Brandon Parker to that swing tackle role. He saw work on both sides today. What are you looking for him in year two?
Well, there's another guy that came back a lot stronger. I think we commented earlier that he spent most of the offseason living with Gabe. And I don't think they were just lifting weights. They might have been eating pretty good down there. But, you know, Parker came back married. He came back stronger. He came back heavier. And, you know, we're going to give him an opportunity to get on the field. He may end up being the left guard. Who knows? He may end up starting somewhere down the road again. But he does have a tough assignment. Played left tackle in college. Played all right tackle last year. So he does have some experience playing on both sides.
Joe Worley, some more work as practice went on. Is he in a pretty good place with this shoulder rehab?
There's another guy, Worley, that's going to be on his own routine until training camp. He had a shoulder surgery, and we're going to be smart with him in regards to the team stuff. But he's in great shape. He's in a good place, and we've added some young corners. We've added LaMarcus Joyner. We've added some people at the safety position, so that's an area that we expect to be much improved.
Coach, a lot's been put on the relationship between Big Ben and AB. Can you touch on the relationship between Derek Carr and AB?
No, I'm not going to get into the relationship business. You know, I think Brown is a great guy. I love having him here. Derek's a great guy. you can't rush a relationship. You just don't have a great relationship in 3 weeks or 2 months. Something that you got to earn and you got to really work at, and that's why it's important that we spend time together. But I'm a little worn out with all the relationships and all the things that really don't matter right now.
Just touching on Doug Martin again, the fact that you have a guy who can run the ball but also drop some plays to receive it too. How big is that?
Yeah, he's proven, I think, that he's capable of being a Pro Bowl running back in this league, and that includes playing in the passing game or playing without the ball, picking up blitzes. And he's a confident guy, very comfortable in whatever role you ask him to be in. We didn't let him be the third down back much last year because Richard emerged, but there's a good chance we play some 2 halfbacks this year. You see New Orleans do it with Kamara and the other running back they have, Ingram. Perhaps we go that route also.